My name's Andrew, and when I'm not hiking in the wilderness with the rest of the crew, I'm pursuing my other passion in life, Kung Fu. Before we all went to Japan to hike, I had the chance to travel to Hong Kong, the place where Bruce Lee grew up, and a city whose urban environment seems to blend with the nature all around it. We hiked through the jungle, visited remote mountain monasteries and temples in the countryside, traveled across the seas to remote islands, and ate some delicious food. And in between, we explored the city and did a lot of Kung Fu. So join me right now as I take you along on one of the many days we spent here in Hong Kong. Alright, it is the fourth day of the tour, my fifth full day here. I got about 7 hours of sleep last night, which is finally a normal amount, although I'd love to get more than that, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, now I'm gonna get ready and then head out, look for an ATM before meeting up with everyone else. So the other day, Kara said she tried using that ATM, but it was no good, so I'm just gonna keep going up Nathan Road. I believe there's an HSBC there. Hopefully we should be good to go at that point. All right, the good news is that the bank worked. I got a 1,000 HKD, which works out to be a little over $100 US. Now I'm gonna try to make it back to the hotel in time to use the bathroom before the tour, but we'll see if that actually happens. All right, back on the move. I will see you when we're actually doing something interesting.
Giuseppe's leaving today, so he came just to say goodbye to everyone, and I'm going to translate for him.
Zuerst mal herzlichen Dank.
Okay, so first thing, thank you very much. Yeah, and it was a really amazing time for him here in Hong Kong.
Hat das mega super gemacht.
And I did it mega super. And he learned a lot about Hong Kong, even though he's been here, I think, wie oft was in Hong Kong?
9 Mal.
He was been to Hong Kong 9 times already, yet I still managed to show him something. So, okay, which is a good time for the rest of our trip, and hopefully we would be very happy to see you guys again. All right? Okay. Danke sehr. Danke.
Yes.
Alright, now I'm in the MTR station, filling up the octopus card with some cash that I just broke down at 7-Eleven. This handsome British man waited for me as I got left behind. Thank you so much.
I love you too. You know, funny thing, right? I have a friend of mine who, you know, I hit him up and he just won't answer. I'm like, okay, whatever, his name's Sam. Every time he sees me with you, he hits me up. He's like, yo, is that Andrew from Adventure?
Wait, are you
Archive?
serious?
Yeah, I'm deadly serious.
What? You never told me this.
Yeah, he did it on my birthday, right? And he's just done it again. And he's like, yo, tell him I'm a big fan of his stuff. I'm like, hi, Sam, how you doing? It's lovely to speak to you again.
That's amazing. Well, now Sam has been mentioned on Adventure Archive.
Absolutely, like that's the thing, you know. Hi Sam, let's hang out sometime soon, maybe. Or do you want to hang out with this guy? I see how it is. He is very handsome though. So
Mikey is also quite famous. He's been on a podcast. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, me too. Actually, it's all a blur.
So we're going to Prince Edward Station.
Yes, we are going to Prince Edward Station.
I have the perfect guide for that.
hey. Prince Albert's more my thing.
All right, Jose is telling us we actually had to get off at Mong Kok.
Jose's not really good with the explanation. He just like puts words, and I'm just like, more context.
Some of these street intersections are so wide and so busy, they just build this entire infrastructure so you can cross the streets.
It's like one long bridge that goes along a street, and then you can go off either side. And then when you try and cross the roads on the bottom, like there actually aren't any crossings. This actually is the only way to get somewhere without walking halfway up the block.
Yeah, I had to go into an underground tunnel on my first day here because there was a similar street intersection. Oh, and look, there's Choi Street. Thank you for waiting.
This building is Yip Man's last house, or his house.
That building was where Yip Man lived towards the end of his life on the 9th floor. So that is the building of Lam Zhou, who was the disciple of Lam Sai Wing, who himself was under Wang Huang.
And by the time he was 16, he was so good that Lam Sai Wing let him start teaching for him here in Hong Kong. He had 2 very prominent locations in Hong Kong, which shows you how popular he was at that time. And Mak Sifu comes from that line. Lam Jo lived, I think, past 100, and until his dying day, he was still extremely strong and very energetic.
Apparently this neighborhood would be pretty recognizable to Yip Man and Bruce Lee still. The signs have changed, but all the buildings are the same.
There was an actor, a very low-level actor named Lau Tai Chun, who constantly tried to challenge Bruce Lee in the press. People said yes, they did fight. Other people said no, they didn't. And so I was told that Liu Chi-keung might know something because he was friends with Tang Tsang, this famous detective who learned from Yip Man, who was a kind of a notorious gangster and also detective. And I went to Liu Chi-keung. At that point, he had had a stroke and he could barely talk. He could barely do much, but he was very respectful and he answered the questions as best as he could. And then I asked him about this famous fight between Bruce Lee and Lau Tai Chun. I asked him, I said, Liu Sifu, like, did Bruce Lee and Lau Tai Chun have a fight? And he said, yes. How do you know? I was there. And he told me the day. He said, I went up there with a few others and we saw it and it was over very quickly. And then before I had a chance to ask him the next question, his wife looked at him. You told me you were going to play mahjong on that day. And that was in 1972, and this, when I saw him, was 2014. And you just saw this old Kung Fu master was like, oh shit. Almost 50 years later, he had gotten caught. And he kind of laughed it off, and I said, so, Liu Sifu, who won the fight? And he says, Lau Tai Chun and Bruce Lee are both my friends, so I won't say anything. After I left, the president at that time of the Hong Kong Chinese Martial Arts Association said that Liu Sifu did tell him, and he said that Lau Tai Chun came out and Bruce stopped him with one kick and broke his ribs. And gave him money to pay for his medical bills and told the people who were there not to say anything because he didn't want Lau Tai Chun's reputation as a film actor to be damaged. So the reason why not a lot of people know about that fight is because Bruce Lee didn't want him to lose face after he was defeated by Bruce. So anyway, every time I'm in this area, I remember that day, and I remember that no matter how long, your wife will always catch you slipping and will let you know, all right?
Up next, we are going to the location of Bruce Lee's last home in Hong Kong. It's since been torn down and rebuilt. Bruno apparently went there before they tore it down and replaced it.
Yes, I did. I jumped inside. I'm such a criminal.
So if you want to see his video documenting his international crimes, check that out.
This area of Hong Kong is unique because this is a section of Kowloon, which is mostly homes, which meant this is where the rich people lived, which is why when Bruce finally convinced Raymond Chow to pay him some of that money that he earned from his movies, he bought a home over here. So this is kind of considered the Bel Air of Hong Kong, or at least of the Kowloon side.
So this is the location of Bruce Lee's original home. It looks a bit different now, and I believe it is now a business that's in there.
This is pretty much all changed. It's so different. The gate, the walls, just the courtyard is the same size. Basically, that's the buildings. Yeah, it's got a similar structure. It was one of these like rectangular 2 floors as well. But no, pretty much everything is different. It looks cool now. It looks much better. The one before was all rickety.
They had a beautiful Japanese-style garden in the front. The story was that, Bruce was strolling with Linda in their own Japanese garden here at 41 Cumberland Road when he suddenly felt ill and collapsed. A reporter at Queen's Elizabeth Hospital was sitting there while they're waiting to get some more information. And that reporter went to the ambulance bay and he saw a clipboard that had the list of where all the ambulances had gone and saw that the ambulance that had picked up Bruce Lee did not pick him up at 41 Cumberland Road, but rather 70-something Beacon Hill Road. And they were like, isn't that the address of Betty Ting Pei?
And Betty Ting Pei is a Taiwanese actress that Bruce was having an affair with. They took him to another hospital far away, the one that we saw on our first day here. Originally, I thought they just took him to that hospital to hide the fact that he was at her apartment, but the other hospital would have had to report to the government if someone overdosed on drugs or something like that, whereas that hospital did not have that agreement with the government. And recently some letters came out showing that Bruce Lee was buying and using a lot of cocaine, and that was definitely, the cause of his death. And so that's also why they took him to that hospital. I'm down.
We're going to the Marshall Club.
Marshall Club, okay.
To attend my dad, Bay Logan's live commentary on Enter the Dragon.
Some of the orchids have just the roots exposed, right? Because they pull the humidity from the air, so they don't actually need to be.
Because this is like where they would be growing, or the kind of climate.
So this is like, I guess they know what they're doing in the flower district here.
For those watching, this is Kara. She trains in New York. I don't think I ever explained that, but
hello.
She's better at mushroom hunting than I am. And she also knows how to fish. I don't know how to do any of that.
We'll have to do an outdoor adventure at some point.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do a foraging and wine and food pairing.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And maybe some kung fu.
Yeah, she's also a sommelier and very good at kung fu.
Getting 3 egg tarts. Okay. The Seagung said these are the best ones. This is the best egg tart I've ever had in my entire life. Oh, paper down. It's so good.
Egg tart.
Order here. You go and pay inside, and she'll bring.
Also the best egg tart I've had in my life. I've never had it so warm, nice and creamy. Mikey's laughing behind the camera because I said creamy.
I will taste my first egg tart here in Hong Kong. It's very hot. It's creamy. It smells good.
I'm trying to get to the thing here. Maybe no front.
Verdict?
It will be really good. I'm very impressed.
All right, that's just the bread, but that's okay.
Looks like it's a little creamy on the inside, huh?
It has a pan dulce vibe.
What do you like better as a part Chinese, part Mexican person? Do you like conchas or pineapple buns more?
Maybe the pineapple bun.
I agree.
Honestly, the conchas are good, but you need coffee with them. It's dry otherwise, This is soft and fluffy and delicious.
That's right. You did it.
The stuff on top of the pineapple bun is like this flaky, crusty, custardy flavored stuff. I love these as a kid. Now we're going to a bookstore that has some of old martial arts books and stuff like that. So those books were bound in the traditional Chinese style, where you see the strings on the outside. My dad has bound books like that himself, as have my grandpa on my dad's side. My grandpa on my mom's side probably did too, because I think he was a professor, so he probably knew how to do stuff like that. Apparently this restaurant is Michelin recommended. Prices still look pretty affordable though, I think. Oh, and they've got a picture of all these celebrities.
You seen fishbowl?
If you're willing to share.
Yeah, try it.
Cheers. That was good. Got that Sichuan flavor to it, but with like curry-ish flavor maybe?
Yeah, there's like spicy Sichuan like curry. It's very meaty.
Maybe, yeah.
It's really good.
That's so good. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so we had a nice little break off to the Marshall Club again to watch Enter the Dragon.
Yo, what's good? What's good, man?
You've got the right idea with the fan. This chair was...
It was given to Bay by a Hong Kong actress. Maybe it was Maggie Q, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Alright, nobody was here, so we're making a quick beer run. There's a 7-Eleven nearby.
Where you guys going? Where's the store? All right, let's do take 2 on that one. Oh, my dear friend! Some sodas, coconut water, and Carlsberg.
This is getting a little bit unwieldy holding this and the camera, so I gotta, okay, I should be good now. Why can't I hold all these chips? Pork ribs or something? Yeah, these are the best snacks.
So good then. And he explained to me, how he runs a hardware. It does.
That's good beer, light and crisp.
Smell this again?
So Bay keeps saying that Leif looks like John Malkovich.
No. I don't want to be rude, I'm just gonna ask. You got the crowd lit as usual.
Alright, we've got the mood lighting going now for the Enter the Dragon commentary.
If you have seen the movie before, I hope I can share some insights, some observations from my watching it way too many times.
That was an incredible commentary on Enter the Dragon. Saw a lot of stuff that I can never unsee when I'm watching that movie. And we had a nice little intermission training weapons and some chi sao. Now we're heading back to the hotel to get our uniforms.
Yes, we are.
For the evening Wing Tsun seminar.
My only fear every time.
Japan or going back down? Alright, quick break at the hotel to change into some clothes. I would love to shower, but I just don't have the time and I'm about to get sweaty again, so time to go train. It's a bit crowded in here today.
Just a little bit.
How is it riding this train with no music? You believe you?
Alright. Neil, what'd you call me?
Comments on it.
These stairs are kind of narrow and steep. Maybe he's not here yet. Oh, wait.
Hello. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi. Yes, up to you, Joe.
Oh.
That's okay.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, this is really incredible. This was
pretty
awesome.
cool. The stairs were pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that was the artist Shannon Ma. I wanted to make sure I got that credit because these are incredible portraits.
This is really a beautiful space. I mean, to teach Wing Tsun in a Bruce Lee gallery is pretty amazing. These are like the kind of floors of the Wing Tsun classes around in the 50s, and here we are also in Choi, which is actually the district where Yip Man started teaching Wing Tsun. We're within 2 or 3 streets of where Yip Man himself started teaching. So this is like almost giving me goosebumps. So don't worry about doing everything perfect. Just take it nice and easy. No one is judging anyone here. Follow along as best you can. The best way to learn anything is just fake it, okay? All right, so. That's it. Okay, switch. This way here. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Circle. So. When he gives me the pak sao, I don't wait for the pak sao to come and then try to do this, all right? If you wait for that pak punch to come and the wu sao goes up, it's always going to be too late. You're not going to be able to do it in time. As his pak sao goes from this side to this side, I already give way, see that? And then I roll and occupy the center. This is why the wu sao, it looks like this in the form.
Don't drop it, chair.
Wait, this chair is from Yip Man?
Yes, the chair is from.
What? This chair is from Yip Man. It was given to them by the owner of the building. So the owner of this building would always have that chair outside, and when Yip Man would walk by, he would be like, "Hey, Yip Sifu, we sit, have a smoke." That's unbelievable. Wait, it goes this way? My camera ran out of space, so I had to use this phone, but that was really, really fun seminar. I was very nervous demonstrating stuff, but it was an honor to do that.
When he started teaching at the Restaurant Union, but there would be times like in the morning where they needed to use that office for actual Restaurant Union business, and he could actually teach here in the morning for free, so he would bring his students who would come and learn here into the temple. And the late Chan Sibu, he brought me here, and he said that right around the corner on this side, because it was slightly out of the view of people walking by, is where he would teach people Chiso. He taught that Bruce Lee had been here a couple times, so this was one of the spots where the old man taught.
We are back in Jordan, where our hotels are. Looking for a place that sells like Peking duck or goose. It's kind of late now, so lots of places seem to be closing. We found a spot open till 11:30. Right now it's 9:53, so we're good to go. So I've never had roast goose.
The two things that I've heard that you need to try in Hong Kong are goose and snake ponggyu.
We got some drinks called Rabina, which is a blackcurrant-based soda or something.
Oh dear God, it's English.
Oh, it's English?
It's pronounced Ribena, and also it's awful. So
well, thank you for.
That'll be fun.
It's like lemons or orange squash, except it's blackcurrant squash.
What is the squash word?
Do you mean like the
juice?
vegetable?
No.
This is the truly exotic culture here. What is squash?
It's like cordial, right? It's like.
What is that?
Oh wow.
Like cordial? You're being.
Sweet syrup.
Yes, kind of like.
Oh, okay.
So like, no. So you pour a little bit into the glass, and then you add water, and that's what it is.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Good luck to us.
Yes.
Oh, it's fine. It kind of tastes like cranberry juice, but like it tastes like cranberry sauce.
Oh wow. Yeah, it is like cranberry sauce. Like there's no tartness to it. It's just kind of sweet. I can see why you wouldn't like it. Very good. Kind of vinegary and cold and refreshing.
A little crunchy. Kind of almost tastes like if you're in the like a spicy cucumber salad.
Yeah. Totally. It's like got a sweet vinegar sauce that's really good. The goose kind of reminds me of duck, but less greasy and maybe more gamey. I don't know exactly what that means.
I would definitely agree that it's more gamey.
Yeah.
I really like how it's like in a half shell.
That was my thought too.
It's really good. Saltier than I would have thought, but it's like really good.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and check out some more Hong Kong vlogs right here. Once again, thank you so much.